Hi everybody! Woohoo! Hey, good to see you folks. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Nah, it's good to be here. Hey, we've got another auction closing up, so it's going to be a bit of fun. And let's get straight into it, shall we? And of course, we're on the chart there at the moment, so we're going to check that out. Let me just check the audio. The audio is looking good, so let's go for gold. And here we are at the chart. Price is a quadruple 087. That's where we're starting off today. And hey, it's just up a little bit on the last couple of hours here. We can see in this area here. So let's max that. There we are, folks. We had a bit of a sell-off down here. Obviously, the market retraced a little bit there too, and then back up here as well. And from yesterday, we had those couple of sells in there. We had some nice little buy here, and then some sells back in here. So just starting to climb again. Quadruple 087. Cool. All right, let's jump over to the auction. And of course, we're on auction day 277. Can you believe it? Auction day 277. It's a regular auction, but it is under the Axion testing initiative number 2, which is a unified auction. And basically what that means is that you're going to get 7% discount on the price versus Uniswap. So you can see Uniswap is 35 million AXN per ETH, and the auction price is 37.5 million AXN per ETH. So a real nice bonus there going into the auction, especially if you're a long-term investor. Very lucrative indeed. So we've got the Axion bonus in there, of course. In addition to that, 7% is 6% to 20%, depending if you stake for 350 days to 5,555 days. Now, I actually think that's supposed to be 5%, so we'll take that into account. Right, so that's where we're at how much we've got in there, 1.51 ETH versus 5.64. And remember that 80% of the ETH that goes in approximately goes to goes into buying 2 tokens, Wrap Bitcoin and Axion on the market. So 80% of the ETH, and of course 35% is broken down of the 80% into Wrap Bitcoin and 65 into Axion. So that looks like the way I understand that. Let's go to comments, of course. John Atkins in the house, represent nice Axion token member. A big shout out to you, John. Hi, everybody. Hi, Superman, and everybody, says John. So good to see John in the chat there. And of course, don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the like button, of course. Hit the bell for further videos. And of course, share if you can. Now, if you also want to support the channel, the Axion token membership, then hit that join button. We've got Axionites, Elites, Heroes, and Krakens. So get into that, crack away. And Kevin Wilson's in the house as well, another Axion token member. Hi, everybody. Hey, good to see you, Kevin. So very cool. This is where we're at the moment. Let's go into the general chat there, and let's do the old AS and just see where that percentage is at the moment. Bam. So 26.46% sold out, 1.51. It's actually a bit better than a few of the recent auctions. So, I'll take that anytime. We have a little bit of improvement. We'll take that, right? So very cool. Let's jump back to the auction here. See what we've got coming up. We've got VCA number 79 is about to open, and that's going to be 500 million AXN. It's about to open up 18th of August. 43,365 US dollars up for grabs there. Now, don't forget that the stuff that's not sold gets burnt, destroyed. Gomburger, as far as I know, it doesn't roll over to the Friday. Let's quickly check that on there. Oh no, well, it's still rolling over at the moment. It must be next week that it's not rolling over. So this week it's still rolling in there. So 3.2 billion AXN going into this Mega Fridays auction. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes too. And of course, next week, I believe that we're moving to 375 million per week, per day, and therefore it will be you won't have rollovers in there. So man, we're going to have major deflationary week ahead of us from the looks of it, from that basis. So very cool. We're going to actually go and double check all that stuff. Of course, that's where we're up at the moment. That's what we've got coming up ahead. And of course, back-to-back VCAs plus the regular auction, but they're all basically under the unified auction rules at the moment, as we can see. All right, let's jump back out here. Let's go into the announcements today. Now, this is a pretty good announcement, actually. I think this will help a lot of people. Obviously, a lot of people were trying to rush to get into the VABBLE Airdrop. But this is from Pullen, VABBLE Airdrop extension. Hey, Axion launches. We are extending the VABBLE Airdrop by 7 days until August the 24th. There are 5,250,000 VABBLE tokens up for grabs, which at the time of writing is worth about 165. Now, I just did another checkup of that, and it's worth about 156 at the moment, so it's just moving around a bit, of course. Please make sure you follow the instructions carefully. So far, 95 of the 300 applicants have not completed the 3 necessary steps correctly and will not get the airdrop. So may need to resubmit that again. if you're one of those. Hopefully you've got email. You must make a new purchase of at least 1 million AXN and stake it for 350 days and purchase at least $100 worth of VABBLE. So we've made that pretty clear on this channel. You need 1 million AXN and stake it for 350 days, plus you need to purchase at least $100 worth of VABBLE, which you can just hold into your wallet, right? This airdrop is going to be worth quite a lot, even if only 400 applicants apply correctly. That's over $400 each. So at the moment, what 205 have actually applied correctly. So that's pretty big bags. Let's work out those big bags. We like to work out the big bags. That's how we roll. So let's use that sum there of 165 just for argument's sake. Let's assume the price goes back up a little bit. So we divide that by 205 people. Then that's 0.8. So that's $800. $800 at the moment. So very cool. So $400 would be if there was 400 people that had correctly applied. Very cool. And let's quickly go. Kenny lies in the house. Sorry. Good morning, Kenny. Good to see you. And John Atkins' VABBLE announcement is terrible, says John. It is terrible for those people that had gotten because it extends it out and opens it up to more people. But on the positive side, so for the airdrop, it is. But on the positive side, it gets more buying on the market there for the old token there. So that's probably a positive thing. The other side of it, of course, is that 95% of the applicants that didn't complete it correctly, maybe for some reason, there's all sorts of reasons, get a chance to do that. But I'm with you there, John. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Feel your pain. Triple Dutch says hello again. And hey, Triple Dutch, another Axion token member, represent. Good to see you in the house. So very cool. This airdrop is going to worth quite a lot. So more details of VABBLE, including how to participate in the airdrop. Visit the launch page on our website. So here is the link here. Once again, it's the amounts move around with the number of people that correctly apply for it. So you've got a few days now to the 24th. So yeah, if you want to check if you've been accepted, please check with the moderator or use the live chat on our website or support portal at Axion, support.axion network. So very cool on that. It's got a few sad faces on this one, and hasn't had so many big positive emojis on this one. So I think that you might have some company there, John Atkins, on that one. All right, so that's that. Let's quickly jump back. I want to look at the Axion testing initiative week 2 again. So we're going to just quickly go through that again, just so you guys can, get another appreciation of it, and maybe make sure that I'm communicating it as well correctly. So let's go scroll right down to week 2, initiative 2, merger, auction, and buyback burn. We'll check that. Let's just jump back to the auction first. We've rolled over the auction. The auction's finished. So we have sold out about 26% of it. That's what the final result is. We're going to reset now. Let's go into auction day 278. Can you believe it? VCA number 79. We've just opened that up. So 500 million up for grabs for auction day 278. VCA 79. $43,585. 14 ETH is what we need to sell it out. And obviously 85% of that now is going to go to buy on the market, and then to be split 35% to wrap Bitcoin and 65% to Axion. The Axion is going to be burnt, sent to a dead address on the Ethereum blockchain and be destroyed. So that means that we're going to have less Axion around. So we'll watch that. The Uniswap rate is 35 million per ETH, and the auction rate is 7% better, 37.5 million. Plus, if you stake longer, you get the extra bonuses up to 20% if you max stake for 5,555 years. Days, I should say, years, 5 days. But that equates to about 15.2 years. So why do people stake that long? Because they get over 300% more shares. The more shares you have, the more of the dividends you get. Pretty much that's how it works. All right, very cool. Let's jump over to the Axion Today dashboard, and we'll refresh this too, just to get that set up as well. And Prana says, "Gotta love those peep memes." Yeah, that's true. There's lots of them. You should see, Prana, you should see Ruckus 3000's peep memes. They were all funny. All right, fair enough of that cheap jokes. All right, so where am I going here? We've got 314.3 billion total supply, 57.8 billion liquid, but this has got a dev wallet in the 3.7, so really at 54 billion, and of course that's what we're trying to get that liquidity squeeze on with these deflationary policies and also market buying as well, market buying and staking is the idea. So that's how that's working. Now, obviously, the more you get that liquidity squeeze down, that's the holy grail. Get scarcity in the market. That's where you get your big price movements over time. We've got 256.5 billion staked, and of course, we're still sitting at about 82.5%, 83% staked. Crypto rank 1,084, total stakes 26,284, average stake size 9.48 million, average stake length 2,541 days, which is amazing, about 6.9 years. Market cap 8.6 million, and a share rate is 1.1967. Now the team's got lots of stuff in the fire, as it were, so we'll be waiting patiently for that just to play out. And we've got total shares at 672.8 billion shares, and that's being focused on as well. So a couple of things there. And of course, the price is sitting at 200,087 with 2.6 million liquidity, 200,000 daily volume, which is massive actually, compared to what we've had recently. You can see a few of those candles in here, and this big green buy candle. That was yesterday, I think. So pretty cool. 428 ETH in the pool versus 15.1 billion AXN, and you can see we've actually had quite a few buys lately. We certainly, a lot of these will be the VABBLE buys. So that's on the upside there. John, on the upside is that you're going to get more of these buys, although obviously it reduces the airdrop payout, relatively speaking. But you're definitely getting a lot of these VABBLE buys coming in there. You can see them littered with it over the last couple of hours. All right, so very cool. Let's go into so it's merged auction and buyback burn, and let's quickly look at the setup. This is the setup here. So let's have a look at the old diagram. I love these diagrams. Big shout out. I think it's Dead Poet probably doing these. Very nice. I love this way of communicating. It's very easy to follow. So auction bidder ETH bids in mixed auction 2.625 billion AXN per week. 30% buyback of wrap Bitcoin and 55% buyback Axion burn and 15% Axion Foundation. So there's your 85%, 30 plus 55, 85, and the 50% going to Axion Foundation. Buy rate ratio 65% Axion and 35% wrap Bitcoin is of the ETH there. So pretty cool. And of course, 7% discount versus Uniswap, 5 to 20% bonus based on stake duration. Those are the two bonuses there. So up to 27% bonus if you're a long-term staker. And the auction bidder Axion gets minted once you withdraw and stake. Minimum staking period, of course, is was it 60 days? 60 days? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, that's what's happening at the moment. So that's underway. Starts August the 16th. So we're day 3 now. Day 3 has started. So pretty cool. All right, so let's jump back there and we'll do refresh. We're currently 7 minutes into the opening sniping period hour, whatever we call it. We're dragging our feet on there. I'd almost run out of milk. I had milk and cookies today. Milk and cookies, that's a bit different, eh? The cookies are gone though. Cookies are gone. I feel like Cookie Monster. I've eaten all the cookies. Rah, 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 rah. Anyway. All right, so very cool. All right, so it's funny because I'm saying Cookie Monster, but then Andreas has the old chef. Was it it's a German chef, a Norwegian chef? Can't remember now. But there we are. All right, so that's what's happening. We're just being patient there. We've had a look at the announcement news, obviously today, and we're waiting, see whether we get any action in here. Let's have a look at the daily candle, see where we're at the moment. Bam, let's do that. Oh boy, okay. Let's refire this and let's go full screen, eh? Let's go full screen. Let's have a look at the indicator. So CCI on the daily is coming down a little bit there in the middle. Our MACD's just over the, I think it's just over the signal line or at the signal line. And of course, we've had slightly better DMI with the blue line there. So the indicator's looking better. So look at the price chart action though. We are sitting in the middle of the Bollinger Band range. That's those two oranges. 5% is the bottom of the price range, and the top orange is the 95% part, and then the red line is the average in there, 50%. So we're sitting around about 50% there. 100-day is coming down to meet us. It's coming down to meet us, folks. The 100-day rolling average is coming down. It's currently sitting at 00013, but it's coming to join. It's coming to say hello with the actual spot price, which is at 200,878 at the moment. The 200 rolling day average is at 00025. So very cool. We haven't had that around for very long, have we? Since what, about the 5th of July, we've had that 200-day rolling average. So it's not been around that long, and just over a month and a week, maybe 5 weeks. So there we are, folks. So hopefully we'll have some convergence. Hopefully we'll go up and converge with it, rather than having to the blue line completely come down there. We'll just have to be patient. Lots of good things are coming, Pullen says, so we're looking forward to that. Just got to give them a bit of time to do all that sort of stuff. So very cool. All right, let's jump back into, we'll go out of there. Don't forget the roadmap at the moment coming up, what to expect is based this stuff that we do know. There's a lot of stuff they're doing that's not on this roadmap. So we've got the Axion version 3 that's going to audit on the 6th of September. So my understanding, centralized exchange, of course, subject to an opinion letter, but they do have a route, way, I should say, of getting that. So we're looking forward to updates on that. We've also got obviously this arbitration thing here on with the centralized exchange, and obviously a big item here is the Connect financial credit card release. So remember that was originally going to be back in late January, early February, but lots happened between now and then, obviously. So we're looking forward to that because that's actually going to be pretty huge. Going to have a nice little cool custom cards, maybe a couple of them. There'll probably be some max share one possibly, or NFT ones possibly. I mean, there's some of the possibilities there. They're going to have DeFi on them, right? So you're going to be able to, earn on your crypto. You're going to be able to spend with your crypto. You're going to be able to borrow probably with the crypto, and have a fiat gateway, and probably some other maybe reward systems, gamification in there. So it's good. It's a pretty big deal. Apparently, it's going to be the first true crypto card, like credit card with all those features. DeFi, CeFi, or whatever you want to call it, it's going to be on there. So pretty cool. And obviously, the other big thing is marketing initiatives and strategic partnerships. Hopefully, we're going to get some moves on that. Now, we do have a big YouTuber coming up next month, and also a new marketing initiatives rolling out as well, including Brave Browser, which is for me is a huge opportunity for Axion. So looking forward to that at the moment. Also got the Axion test initiative in play, and of course the vesting engine's already running up there. We've got SKRT vesting happening on there, plus VAB as well. So pretty cool. Not too bad roadmap at the moment. So hopefully they'll come out with a Q4 roadmap soon enough. What time is it? July, August, September. So still got a bit of time before we need to see that, but that's going to be fun too. All right, very cool. Epoch's in the house. Why is the price taking such a hit compared to Hex at the state of its life? Just because Hex is a managed pumpermental, whereas Axion's an organic one. And the other second part I would make is that we had a disparity between the auctions incentives and the market and the use cases that are applied to that. So that's probably the main reason there. Right, very cool. But there's lots of stuff coming. The team's redoing tokenomics, redoing market incentives, and got lots of stuff happening to bring on demand with marketing and new products and strategic partnerships and stuff like that. So, and also Axion Version 3 is going to be a big enabler for that. With it's going to be the only project on Ethereum that you can get super cheap fees. So that I'm aware of. So it's going to be pretty big from that point of view. All right, good question, Epoch. All right, so there we are. And yeah, so they're going to drive more use cases onto the market to get market demand. And obviously, we've got a couple of small promotional ones running at the moment where you have to buy some Axion and then stake that and stuff like that. So that's happening. But that's just small amounts. And obviously, that's, it all does add up over time. And obviously, they're trying at the moment in the auction, doing the deflation stuff, burning while still keeping incentives in there. So, a lot of testing going on for probably last 4 weeks. I don't know if it's going to last 6 weeks. I think it'll probably be 4 weeks long. 6 weeks long, I should say. 4 weeks possibly. I think we actually had some comments in there. Did I lose? I did. I lost the Discord page. I'm sure I was in Discord. Must have closed out of Discord there accidentally. So there we are. What else we got? That's probably the main things. Don't forget on Twitter, there's the $100 weekly giveaway prize that also includes buying Axion on Uniswap. There's also obviously the VABBLE Airdrop running at the moment, and obviously the auctions. All right, let's go in here. Paul L was from Axion today was in the chat there. I saw just briefly. I did a little shout out to him. So that was just a couple of hours ago actually. So we'll watch out for that. It's and Dawn is pretty hit in there pretty heavily. All right, let's go back up here. Let's go back up here and back in time. Hey, Paul L. Yeah, there we are. Not too far. Paul's up here somewhere. There's Paul L. So Paul L was in there. So good to see Paul dropping in from Axion Token channel. Obviously, well, hopefully we get that securities letter. That'd be really helpful because then we can petition Axion today to come back onto the show because they'll have no excuse with a nice legal opinion letter saying that Axion's not a security. Now, obviously, Wise apparently have successfully fundraised their opinion letter with a lawyer. That was actually pretty expensive the way they went, the direction they went. I'm sure they would have been able to get that cheaper than what they ended up paying for it. I think it was about 135,000 US dollars, and the community had to fundraise that. So just found that to be quite high. Couldn't understand why a lawyer would be charging that much, but you know it's the USA, right? So who knows? So yeah, that's the case, and of course, you know, we'll be looking probably to get one as well. Now I think we have a different route to market. I think possibly through one of our strategic partners. So we'll see how that gets on with that. Well, let's jump back to the auction there, and we'll do a refresh. We're currently 15 minutes into the opening sniping hour, and we've been running live stream for about 22 minutes. Not going too bad. So there we are, folks. That is there. So we're just still waiting for some ETH to come in here. 23 hours and 44 minutes to go. The auctions are daily. If you're new to Axion, they're daily. So take a little while. Let's quickly check on CoinGecko and just see how that's going. Now there was obviously looks a little bit of a pullback. So Bitcoin's at 45,382. I'm expecting that to actually push again. It's just taking little pullbacks and then moves forward again. I'm expecting another little push on that. Ethereum at 3,163. Cardano's back up. It was actually down about $1.93, back at 203. I'm expecting a big push of that because we've got Cardano releasing its blockchain smart contracts September the 12th. So still a while away from now. I mean, you know, that's what, 3 weeks or so away. So still waiting for that. And of course, Binance Coin at 402, and that's had quite a bit of rally and then pulled back pretty much. It was up at about $4.26, which was actually pretty good. XRP at $1.12, Dogecoin at 30 cents, and Polkadot 23.99, and Solana, which has obviously got its own blockchain as well. Now that does some pretty impressive TPS, so transactions per second on that. So I'm not sure whether that's what's happened, why that's just bolted into the top 10 there, Solana. So that's probably announcements possibly around something like that. I haven't actually seen any announcements myself. There must be some reason for that. So pretty cool. We've got Uniswap and Bitcoin Cash sitting in there at number 11 and 12. All right, let's quickly look at some of the news at the moment. Let's go and call Telegraph for that, and we'll jump in there. Treasury Department wants to capture DeFi with infrastructure bill. Yeah, well, hopefully not, eh? Hopefully not. That would just be a mess. And once again, the Treasury may not be able to actually implement it very well either with that. So we'll see. It's a lot of resources unless they're going to add a whole ton of staff onto that. Pep the Frog creator. This is back to you, Prana. Prep the Frog creator. 4 million sad frogs projects removed from OpenSea. That's hilarious. Okay. White Hat potentially saves SushiSwap 350 million by finding obvious exploit. It's good when they help with that. Boy, that's exploits, man. It's a good thing that we're getting Axion Vision 3 audited today. I think these sort of stories, especially all the hacks lately, that's really gives you a lot more confidence about getting our you know, just gives you that extra layer of confidence that the platform will be fine and when it's up and running. Billionaire Mike Novogratz, man, billionaire, he just keeps going, this Mike Novogratz, unfazed by Galaxy Digital's 175 million loss in Q2, and a team officially reestablishes Dogecoin Foundation after 6 years. Wow, okay, that's pretty interesting. Vitalik thinks that tokens-based decentralized governance is holding DeFi back. Yeah, I'm probably more in that camp, but I do appreciate the fact that you know, having having the governance of that still has a lot of positives as well. You still need strong leadership though, don't you? Big Shorts, Michael Berry takes aim at Cathie Wood's ARK Innovation ETF. That's probably some of the stuff there. That's about it. What was that interesting? And that was probably hot stories. XRP chart triggers sell-off warning after price explodes by 54% in 1 week. No doubt. I'm not a big fan of XRP. BTC prices passes 47k, worst case scenario. These are the hot stories. ADA hits $2,000 for the first time. Get a smart contract announcement. I think that's the big story coming up, really, isn't it? Microsoft wants to use Ethereum blockchain to fight piracy. So some interesting stuff there. What's the one? Editor's choice, was it? Mike Novogratz. Let's have a quick look at that. All right, let's jump back to the auction first and just quickly do a refresh. We're 20 minutes in, just about. Let's do a little old refresh of that. Don't forget to grab yourself a glass of milk and some cookies. That's what I had tonight. So, all right, very cool. So yeah, no Ethan there yet. 20 minutes in, and let's go back to good old Mike. Galaxy Digital founder and CEO Mike Novogratz was unfazed by the firm's $175 million loss, as he emphasized the importance of digital asset adoption. Yeah, a lot of these guys are taking a very long view with these asset purchases. So even if they buy them at higher prices, they're just taking a long-term view to write those out. Stark contrast to the firm's first quarter that booked $860 million in net profit. Yeah, that's a big difference. Hopefully, with the firm attributing to asset price declines after FUD-induced narrative fueled the crypto downturn in May. During the quarter, our results were impacted by a 34% decline in overall digital asset prices. That are probably a good chance to reverse this quarter then, though. In conference call, CEO said he was unfazed by the loss, as he cited several key metrics that he's enthusiastic about, such as counterpart trading volume, blue chip partnerships, and Goldman Sachs, and strategic investment and employee acquisitions. The CEO, I'm not a big fan of Goldman Sachs, by the way. The CEO highlighted that the firm remains significantly profitable in the first half of 2021, as net comprehensive income total $684 million. It's important to remember that when we look at business, the long-term arc of adoption of digital assets and crypto matters far more than the business we're in. Yeah, because you're kind of a bit like you're in halfway, right? You're like 2009 was the start with Bitcoin. It's like we're halfway through. Maybe by 2030, something like around like that, the crypto market be quite mature by then. That's probably the way to look at it. We view the adoption battle as a hard one, stickier and more financial impact over time. That's true. And of course, Axion plays a big part with that, getting stickier long-term investors as well. Not much else in there for that, but interesting. All right, very cool. We'll jump out of there and let's go back to the auction, see how we're doing. Do a refresh. Crypto Casino's in the house. Represent Crypto Casino up in Nottingham, waiting for daughter to hopefully pass her test, guys. Got me coffee at the test center and watching you, Superman. Haha. Hey, nice one there, Crypto Casino. All the best for your daughter there on the test. Yeah, that coffee will keep you a bit alert there. Very cool. Nottingham. It just reminds me of the movies. I talked about it yesterday, but shut up though. Get thrown off the channel. Very cool. All right, so there we are. We're waiting to 22 minutes in and just cruising it. Let's have a look at the price action, and let's go full screen. Bam. And let's get out the old ruler. Jumps back here. We're going back to sort of our low point there. So we're still up about 33% from the low. And we were higher, of course. We were about 60% up. So really, if in percentage terms, moved around quite a bit there at the moment. All right. We're getting lots of these little buys. You can see this one here probably is a VABBLE entry. As the last one that we just had. So we'll go quickly check that and see whether they've got VABBLE. So they've definitely staked there. It's pending though. Looks like it's stuck in the old ETH chain there. They got some VABBLE. Let's have a look. There's the VABBLE. Come on, VABBLE. VABBLE. Where's the VABBLE? Axion. Oh, I can't see any VABBLE. Maybe they haven't got around to doing the VABBLE yet. Maybe they haven't got around to it, but anyway, they've actually involved in a lot of projects, so good on them. What else? We got another one here. So we had some decent buys in there just in the last couple of hours. What time is it now? 7:25 here. So we had this one here was at 10 minutes before we started the auction. So that's pretty good. 1.5 ETH, 54 million. Nice. Before that, we had another decent buy, half ETH there. So very cool. That was in the previous hour. But this one here looks like a VABBLE. That looks like a VABBLE. That was, what's it, about 2 hours ago or something. We'll have a look at that. Good thing about blockchain, it's all anonymous, so I don't know who these accounts are. There we are. So looks like we've got a stake there. Got another swap there, probably as well. Let's have a look. We've got some VABBLE in here. There we are, $110 worth of VABBLE. So that's working nicely. So just shows you that the marketing team can get stuff up and running. It definitely works, and obviously an airdrop is pretty attractive in crypto. People like the airdrops, and this one is a pretty attractive one too. Crypto Casino says thanks. Hey, now you're most welcome. And John Atkins says good luck to your daughter CC. And Prana also a big shout out there to Crypto Casino and your daughter. Good luck CC. Very nice. All right, so that's where we're going for gold there. And let's quickly go. We've got, let's have a look at some of the other CDs in the market. We've got Wise pulled back from 53 cents down at 49.3. Obviously moves with ETH because that's what its main pairing is, paired with ETH there. We've got Hex is continuing to move ahead, 18 cents, pretty stellar performance. But obviously, like I say, it's a managed pumpamental, that one, so you get to enjoy the ride for that. Quick is at 670. That was it was over $800, and it's been down at 67. But you can get mad gains. You just gotta ride through the movements on that. Can move a couple $100 in no time on the quick one there. But definitely some nice gains. And Maddox back down from I think it was about $1.50. So Maddox is a second layer for Ethereum, and so you're getting a lot of these blockchains, and second layers are getting valued up quite highly. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. It's a bit like you have all the other booms that you have. You have NFT booms. You have ICO booms. Have all these phases where certain type of assets get valued up. I think blockchains will probably win over time, but there's a lot of blockchains out there now, so it's really going to come down to a top 5 that might do pretty well, and then some others might be in the middle class in there, and you'll get lots that maybe just fade away into non-existence. Not maybe because they're a bad chain, but just because they don't have the adoption. It's possibly the case, What else we got? DexT had a huge jump up today. Let's go have a quick look at DexT. Obviously, we're looking at these charts on DexT, Dex Tools that is, and they've had the launch of their price. I think it's their price bot that came out today, and of course, it spiked up dramatically in the price. So I think everyone can get access to this as well. So you can see the big green candle today. Look at this beautiful thing, and we love that in crypto. Look at that, beautiful. And of course, it actually piked, went to just over $1, and now it's at 68.3 cents. But that's pretty nice. That's like the stuff we certainly get excited about in crypto. You can sort of see from an hourly point of view that just coming back off the top there. We'll see whether it comes back down and goes up this way again, or just comes down and meets maybe a slightly lower thing. But I definitely think that the price bot or trading that it says, I think it might be related to this too. Here is that they get a bit of fees for everything, so they're getting a cut of everything, as I understand it. So that could be pretty huge. It's probably related to this actually. I'm thinking, just not sure there. But definitely big news came out for them in that spot. Very cool. Triple Dot says, hope she passes CC. Absolutely. And thanks, Prana and John. And hope so, Dutch. And Crypto Kids says, VABBLE Airdrop extended grow 1 week. Yeah, I thought I was going to have a nice fat bag airdrop. Yeah. Well, I think John was a bit upset about that too. I can understand that for sure. But hey, I think that they were trying to possibly doing a couple of things. They were trying to help the 95 people that didn't fill out the forms properly. They were trying to get more people to go on and buy on the market, because while they got the VABBLE airdrop, trying to get the most impact on the market buys there, because people do have to stake it. But yeah, I get what you guys are saying. The higher the number, the less the payout. That is the case. So it looks like possibly around about $800 at the moment, but what's it going to end up at in 7 days' time? Is quite an extension for that. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, they do have to be a bit more careful with the time zones. I mean, I can appreciate what they're trying to do, but you know, you do when you have a time frame, you really need to do the best that you can. Probably the better way for them to do possibly managing that was to get people to just to resubmit their transactions or something. Presumably they had emails, or at least they, if anything, to a 24-hour extension. But 7 days is quite a bit longer. So we'll see how the numbers go. But you know, that's from a if you're participating, it's definitely that's what yeah, I can understand that. But from a global point of view, I understand they're trying to, the more you know buys they get on the market, the with that airdrop, the better is from their point of view. So yeah, but they definitely need to keep tighter to the time frames. Probably something that they should just take note of. All right, we're up to mining is closed, staking is up. Remember, if you've got some Axion, you want to stake it. Minimum 8%, of course. Just put the amount in here. Let's say you had 10 million. That's $873 US. You can even max stake that or put any day. You get basic shares. That's the number of Axion divided by the share rate. Gives you your basic shares, and then on top of that, you get 20% bonus. Longer pays better per year. So 5,555 days is 15.2 years. So it's basically you know, over 300% times your basic shares. So that gives you 24.5, and your total shares, which is your basic shares plus your longer pays better, is a 33.9. So that's the more shares you got. Then you can go click the estimate of earnings. It will give you an idea of what you'll get in Axion earnings and wrap Bitcoin dividends, assuming certain you know sellouts happen in the auctions and stuff like that. So that's a little different at the moment, of course, because we're running the Axion testing initiative. So the payments are a little bit different here, as we've got the ETH going on to buy wrap Bitcoin. It goes back to stakers, and you can find that on your staking page, as long as you've got a stake in place, I believe. And of course, the Axion gets bought on the market but destroyed, which is actually pretty cool. But obviously, that's an accumulative effect, has a cumulative impact. But like Ethereum, when they burn the fees, takes you know a cumulative impact over time as they you know reduce the amount. Let's actually go on CoinGecko and look at the good old Ethereum supply at the moment. I imagine it's not too much different. It was about 116 million. Circulating supply is actually higher, so it's actually at 117.15. So that's interesting. You can actually go off there and go to our site and say watchtheburn.com. So this actually allows you to watch the ETH being burnt since the London fork. That's the EIP 1559. And so far, we've got the total since EIP 1559 launch is the rewards 172, 1,000 ETH, burned is 59. That's actually pretty decent. 59. So what's that in dollars? 39. 59. It's probably got the dollars down there somewhere, maybe. 59,698 times. Was it about 3,100? So what's that? About 185 million US dollars burnt so far based on those numbers. Tips are 21,732. I believe that's just impacted on if you just lift the GUI, because there's no number for that in MetaMask. So I think it's just if you got slightly higher GUI, that tips come out of that. I think that's possibly the case. Let me know in the chat if that's not. Net issuance of that's obviously is rewards, and net reduction is 35%. I guess that's a positive thing. Base fee 34 Gwei at the moment, priority fee 5 Gwei, and watching the burn 375. 5 of us are watching the burn, folks. Watching the burn, and you can just change around stuff there on that. What's that? Current session burned 2.2 ETH, 8 rewards for ETH, and tips half ETH. Base fee around there last minute. So that's it. All right, very cool. It's always fun to go and check that out. Let's jump back to the Axion price there and also move back to the auction. Let's do a refresh here. Hey, remember when we were selling out the auctions like this, boom, hotcakes, I'd always have to come back real fast, but now I just come back every so often, come back to the auction to check it. It's just the way it is at the moment. We'd go through the ebbs and flows. Kevin Wilson says, a greater good is to extend the airdrop. However, with John Atkins, lol, I've been counting down waiting for Friday, but it was but I was one of the 95. But if I was one of the 95, I'd feel devastated. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good observation. Critic says, now I'm going to do 3 separate wallets, buy 1 million AXN $100, VABBLE bash 3 more airdrops. Yeah, well, you're not the only one probably doing that, Crypto Casino. But yeah. Kevin Wilson says, yeah, Crypto Casino, it's still to be good, hoping for great. Yeah, so if there's a number of you that do that, then obviously it's going to increase the division, but you'll be able to get your, if it gets down to 400, that's like 3 fours, that's $1,200. What will it cost you? About $600. So you'll be up $600. Plus you'll also have the $300 of VABBLE, and you'll also have your $300 of 1 year Axion stakes. So it's pretty much Kim Moss says, sounds like a plan. I think Crypto Casino's getting a posse together. They're going to be doing a number of these, but that's I mean, it's open. That's what you can do. So yeah, Crypto says, yeah, Kevin, could work. Haha, says Crypto Casino. Yeah, that's right. So there we are, folks. You create incentives, however you design it. That's people follow. That's just the way it rolls. But I definitely agree that they probably could have given a bit more out there about the week extension. That was, yeah, probably with, be on your, agree with your side on that more than the global picture, which I can understand is important. All right, so let's have a look there. So that's we're at 4008743, and there we are. That's what's going on at the moment. Lots of VABBLE buyers there. Which one's Crypto Casino? We're trying to look. I'm just kidding. But there we are. Triple Dutch says, when enough people make multiple wallets, there won't be a lot of airdrops left. Yeah, that's well, the average goes down, right? So yeah, it's going to cost you $200 or so to get it. Although VABBLE's gone up, right? So let's have a look at CoinGecko. Just make sure my computer's not overheating. Go VABBLE. Bam. All right, let's go VABBLE. Scroll down here as well. And let's go out there. Might actually close this one down. I'll just close that dashboard down just so I can open this up. Let's close that down too. And I'll just keep VABBLE, keep the CoinGecko up. There we are. That's the way of trying to keep my computer going. So VABBLE is currently at almost 3 cents, up 32%. Woohoo! Yeah. Would have been a nice play just to buy the other day, right? At 1.5 cents or whatever it was. That would have been a pretty, it's not, well, that was 6 days ago. It was 1.5 cents. So that's a 2x bag there. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Triple Dutch says, yes, Dutch, so let's keep it quiet. Haha. Triple Dutch says, I bought 10,000 VABBLE and the next day it was 50% down 50%. Haha. Oh, but when was that, Triple Dutch? Because like I was just saying, 6 days ago, it was 1.5 cents, and now it's almost 3 cents. So that's a 2x. That's pretty handsome. And John X says the VABBLE airdrop originally started in June. We've had plenty of time and plenty of time to ask them what if their form was okay. I agree with that, John. I'm with you on that one. Maybe something you can provide feedback on the Discord to, possibly just direct it to pull in directly, maybe just DM pull in or something. But definitely, I think it's a very appropriate feedback. I agree, John, 100%, mate. Yeah, they've got to be bit careful. I can understand the pressure to get the market demand on there, but they do need to be careful. If they have a date, they should just fix it. And if 95 people made problems, they should just either send them a bulk email to tell them to do it properly, or give them 24 hours or something to fix it up. Although it does take a little time for people to get the information flow, as we know. Some people, they come back a week later, but I filled the form out, and I didn't get an airdrop. That creates some pretty bad stingers. You don't really want that either. So maybe the 7 days, maybe it's a thing. Triple Dutch says about 7 to 10 days ago, I think. Right. So you should have done better by that then. Let's have a look. 14 days. Let's do 14 days. So 7 days ago, the price was 2 cents. So it's now 3 cents. So if you bought that 7 days ago, then you're in the money pretty decently. Was that 50% up? 14 days ago, let's go. So what's the date today? 18th. So if you did the 10th, say 8 days ago, it was about 2.5 cents. So you're still up at the moment. So regardless of, you'd have to have bought back back here on the 7th, up 3 cents or something, to be not in the money at the moment. John Atkins says the team are getting desperate because nothing is working. They must have plenty of data now on how to make auctions not sell out and make the price drop. Yeah, I wouldn't quite be that strong about it, but they're definitely looking at obviously these promotion activities at the moment. VABBLE has solid team and roadmap in 3 years. It could be Netflix territory. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I do think that as long as they can deliver on the roadmap and also deal with any censorship, I think that they would be. Triple says they paid 2.8 cents. Okay, so you're just in the money now, just in the money at the moment as we speak. Crypto says an email should be sent to the ones that filled form incorrectly, and in my opinion, it's not good giving a date then changing it the day before. It gives a bad rep. Yeah, I agree with you that on the Crypto Casino. Yeah, I think we all agree with that one. Once again, I think just leave some feedback on the Discord, possibly directly. You could just DM Pollen or something like that. Kevin Rawson says, I paid 4.6 and 2.6. Okay, so your second one's in the money, but the 4.6, you're going to have to wait a bit. Yeah, the high was 5.5, so you must have done that fairly early on there. But hey, it's heading in the right direction. Look at us, nice. And of course, it won't be the VABBLE airdrop buyers pushing us up. It's just people pushing it up. So this thing here could be worth quite a bit actually. If they deliver, if they've got a milestone, they keep that delivery, and then this could appreciate quite a lot over time. People like to see projects deliver, even in crypto, where people, after that. So yeah, it's they've certainly got the scope of it for being a big, like if they succeed, is huge in terms of that. So yeah, once again, project management #1, delivering on time. All right, very cool. Let's go back to the auction here. So we're 40 minutes in, folks. Let's do a little refresh. Refresh, as Prana would say. Fireworks, Prana would say. Crazy, crazy. All right, very cool. And there we are. So no ETH at the moment, but it is 23 hours and 20 minutes to go. So we have noticed that when the ETH does come in for the last couple of auctions that we've had, that it comes in at the end. It comes in after this live stream. Unfortunately, because we're having a lot of the ETH was coming in early, remember? But just in the phase that we've been in lately, it's been coming a bit later. So we're at 3.2 billion in Friday's VCA. So that's going to be VCA number 80. Can you believe it? Wow, 80, number 80. Wow. And then 81 followed after that. And then I think we're moving to 375 million every day for the next week's auctions, is my understanding. And yeah, this is the amount that we've had recently. So definitely with the 7% discount, it's definitely getting a bit more ETH in there. Plus with the pullback in the market just softening a little bit at the moment, maybe a little bit ETH coming in there from that as well. Is in there. That's probably the really bad one. Was that these two here went very good. The 0.25, 0.09, and that 0.74 wasn't particularly good, although it was a 200 million in there, but still. And then this one here, 0.04, that was pretty dismal too. And it was like the last time we had some decent ETH in there was probably since about the beginning of August, and then it's sort of been quite soft since then. So that's up to the 17th. So about 2.5 weeks of soft auctions there. Crypto Casino says, I can say I had a 1-hour call yesterday with Dead Poet, guys, and impressed with what he showed me. I can't say more than that, but patience is key here. Things are moving in the right directions. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Crypto Casino. That's why I keep trying to say, we just have to be patient for a little bit of while. I mean, it could be weeks, but the team is working on a lot of good stuff, and we're a very talented team. And like I said, I keep saying we're very lucky to have them leading the project, because they really are looking at doing a lot of cool things. Remember, when there's a change of the guard, change of leadership, you've got to give them a bit of time to play that all out. And they're all, I'm actually happy with a lot of the changes from a leadership point of view and the project point of view. Brandon almost says no fireworks for a long while now. Eek. That's true, Brandon. That's true. I hope so, CC. I think it's a great team. I just get despondent at times. We can appreciate that, John. Definitely appreciate that. Fireworks for the memories. Fireworks for the memories. That's right. All right, very cool. All right, so let's jump back over here. let's go into the general chat there, and then let's. I think I might have given away all my Axion. You know how I've been giving raining for days and days in a row. I think I actually might have given away all my Axion. I'll have to check. I might have to bring in some more into my wallet to give away. But I think I gave away quite a bit. So, but I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. So I'll get back in there and do that as well. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know if I've got any in here, so we'll find out. Let's find out. Let's go. Yeah. Ruckus. Let's do Ruckus. Let's do Ruckus. Let's do 100. I don't know if I've got much in there, so I'm just doing 100. Let's see. Did I have enough? Yes, I did. Yeah. So there we are, Prana. There's 100 Axion. I think that's all I had in my wallet. I think I might have 132 Axion left. I used to have thousands and thousands in there, but it's depleted at the moment. But we'll get it back up there. We'll get it back up there. We'll get back up into the big rain. Very cool. Let's put some rain. We'd like the rain on there. We need some more rain. I love this one here. This guy here. Just a little rain. Love that one there. All right. This one's pretty creepy. This is pretty creepy with the older lady running around there. It's classic, that one. This one's not too bad either. Very cool. All right, very cool. All right. Let's jump out of there and let's go back up and let's do a refresh. We've got 15 minutes to go, folks. We're doing pretty well. We've been going live for about 51 minutes. We've got all the cool in the gang in the house. We've got John Atkins in there, Prana, Crypto Casino, Kevin, Triple Dutch. It really is great to see. And of course, we've got a few other people watching but not chatting. We also had Epoch in earlier. Epoch was talking, asked a good question there as well. And yeah, I guess it's one. The other thing I didn't say to Epoch was that we've had a bit of a change in leadership, which I'm actually a huge fan of, and so I feel good about that. And the direction is, for those of us who've been in crypto for a while, makes a lot more sense. Prana you had me worried when you kept on raining tips. I thought you were leaving us. Nice one there, Prana. No, that's not happening. Remember what's my number one rule? Let me know in the chat if you know what my number one rule is. Let me know in the chat there. I might have to let me know in the number one what my number one rule is. Prano, you should remember that. The team is great, John. Agree. I was also thinking no fireworks for a while, but yesterday has put my mind to rest. Oh, nice one there, Crypto Casino. So you had a nice little input meeting with Dead Poet. Yeah. So the team's definitely reaching out to people and just developing their strategy. So they're just getting people that have got a lot of knowledge and a lot of maybe just feedback and stuff like that. They're just pulling it all together. That's in addition to their actual development work. So they're just trying to get a bigger picture, develop out a roadmap, and get new ideas and stuff. So big hats off to them. If I had a hat. Right, no one's come up with my what I always say in the chat. I always say, what number one thing? Consistency. Consistency is what I always say. Consistency. So that's it. Right, just gotta be consistent, and it's not the only thing, of course, but it's the most important thing if you think about it. Being consistent. If you want to become great at anything, right, you have to be consistent. As long as the thing that you're doing is good. That's what I always say, right? It's my phrase. As long as what you're doing is good, you just then be consistent. All right, so 30 minutes in, and let's have a look. Yeah, it's just a bit of a red there at the moment, but that's nothing. It's just only a couple, not even 0.5%. So I think we're going to be looking forward to getting another nice move on. Because the Bitcoin's got to attack 50K, right? It's got to attack 50K. Otherwise, it's going to become a bull trap. So let's see it do it. Ruckus 3000 troll. Nice. There we go, do a troll. All right, wait a minute. Let me reply to that. That's just a troll. I don't know. Find something that's troll. I'll put that one on there. That's probably it. Troll in the dungeon. There we are. That's probably not too bad. All right, very cool. Crypto Casino says, remember, guys, something's Axion are working on has to be a secret until it's implemented. So we have don't have any other projects copycatting. Absolutely, Crypto Casino. That's the other thing is that Axion is actually innovating at the frontier of DeFi, and like I always talk about how Wise is innovating at the frontier of DeFi. These teams have they're looking at things very different in the crypto world compared to a lot of other projects, and so it's really cool to be involved in those. So that's what I call the gold standard of DeFi projects is. And Axion's definitely in there. The devs, the mathematicians, like the dev rows, the mathematicians like T Daly and that. The moderators are excellent, and obviously the marketing team is excellent too. So I think it's pretty cool. I just got to give them a bit of time to play out that new change in leadership and strategy formation as well. Kevin Wilson says, thank you for promoting Axion. Yeah, definitely. Crypto Casino, is your video out yet? Because I didn't see on my bell. Normally you get a bell, notification. So I don't know whether you've posted that or not. So I must check that out. Really hope Pullen comes into the Telegram chat on Friday. Yeah, I've got to get myself back on Telegram too. But we've got lockdown in New Zealand. Apparently there was one case of something, and then they decided to lock the whole country down. Pretty ridiculous. But they're the ones with the power. So all you can do is submit, right? Very cool. Let's go 10 minutes to go. I'm going to refresh this. And bam, there we go. What's happening here? Okay, still at 0 ETH, folks, but hey, we're counting it down. 10 minutes to go. Prana Om says, Crypto Casino, I think it would be hard to prevent copycatting, but it's good to get out to a big head start. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. A lot of people, depends on how much mathematics is in the stuff and whether people can understand it. That's probably one of the things. John Atkins says, I heard somebody called Superman does the occasional Axion videos as well. I heard that too, John. I heard that as well. That's hilarious. Nice one there, John. All right. Shame I can't do little laughter folks there. Actually, I can. I've just got to bring up the sheet. Where is it? Let me have a look here. I've got this here. I've got this. And got the funny ones. Let me. What's that? Oh, that one there. Let's post that. Bam. All right. Cool. All right. I was going to do a poll the other day, and I just couldn't for today, but I just couldn't remember what it was. You know me, always forgetting what I was going to be doing. But here's the headline really at the moment: the VABBLE Airdrop promotion. Don't forget the Twitter stuff's for $100 on. I don't know if Prana you've been still doing. Have you still been participating in the Twitter promotion for $100 a week? I think it's still on, isn't it? And then what else is? I think that was it. The ledger's over. The main prize was over. I don't even know who won the main prize of the ledger giveaway. Does anyone know? Let me know in the chat if you know who won the $2,000. I didn't watch the draw, so I didn't know. Thanks, guys, and yep, done a video yesterday, Superman, mate. You are in it, haha. Hey, I've got to watch that then. And Crypto Casino, oh well, guys, daughter failed for speeding. Oh no, oh well, it's a lesson learned, isn't it, Crypto Casino? Lesson learned. It always makes it makes you better when you fail, you learn to succeed and work harder. That's the way it goes. Yeah, Crypto Casino, you said in your video you wanted to try make it onto Superman's shows in time. All right, that's cool. Hey, Crypto Casino, we should probably get you on the live stream on the show sometimes. So just if we can queue you up. Obviously, you're busy today, but definitely something to look forward to. We could do a good old a collab or something like that. Would be quite cool. Crypto Casino, yeah, got to get back to home now. 3-hour drive ahead. Take care. Hey, all the best and safe driving. And yeah. Now for the pep talk. Crypto Casino. The motivation speech, the motivation. All right, very cool. We'll catch you later, and I'll go and hunt your video down. Maybe we'll watch a bit of that tomorrow on this live stream without me getting copyrighted. Anyway, let's refresh. 7 minutes to go, counting it down. 0 ETH at the moment, but we have a long way to go in this 24-hour auction. All right. Charles 110. Maybe we can get VABBLE to increase the amount of VAB for airdrop and to compensate the existing participants. Yeah, so there's a little bit of pushback on that, yeah, for sure. What does Adorna say? I don't think that's going to happen. They said that an amount and an idea of how many participants they would like to have liked, and if 1/3 doesn't fill the form correctly, then of course their goal is not met. you are getting a nice airdrop amount. So definitely see how it is increases necessary. Yeah, I just the bigger points though, keeping a deadline, right? If you keep a deadline, you should do that. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, it's not good form for moving deadlines around. Take care, CC. That's a long drive. Yeah, definitely is a long drive. John Atkins, I failed my first driving test for overtaking a car that was doing about 20 miles per hour and a 30k limit. That's hilarious. All right, and Cryptic says, "Will do, mate. All the best, guys. Take care, and yeah, peep talk later. Peace out. Peace. And Brian says, John Atkins to be stuck behind the car. Yeah, it does get a bit frustrating. Of course, you got to keep away from road rage. You never know, especially in America. They have shotguns and stuff, so you got to be careful there. Down under, we don't have many guns around, so that would be unlikely. You still have to worry a bit of road rage occasionally, but I haven't seen some for a while. I got a good story about road rage with one of the world's top martial artists. Was in a car, and some guy hit him in his car. Didn't realize who he was because he's one of the only 3 men in Japan to have completed 100-man fighting kumite over 3 days. He's one of 3 people outside of Japan that have completed it, and he's sort of guy that could take on 10 guys at once. He's quite formidable. It's like like a grandmaster, and he spent I think 30 years training in the monasteries in Japan or something like that to do it. So it's pretty interesting. John Atkins says didn't want to look hesitant. That's true. It's better than motorbikes. Motorbikes there. That's another cup of tea, isn't it? Yeah, got to be very careful on the motorbikes. We've got a motorbike school just down the road here, and if you see them, the instructor come down the road, and then you see all these bikes come past. They're all going quite slow, which is good, but it's pretty funny seeing them. You can see that all the like guys in the back want to speed up. You can see that but they all keep to the speed limit. So pretty cool. We've got less than 5 minutes to go in the opening sniping hour. 23 hours to go. It is auction day 278 VCA number. What did I say? 79. 79. VCA number 79 is in the house at the moment, and of course it's a unified auction under the testing initiatives. Yeah, so it's got the same perks. They all got the same perks. 7% discount on Uniswap. So it's 37.5 million AXN per ETH, and of course up to 20% bonus AXN. And then of course 85% will go to the market. 65% of that will go to buy Axion and burn it, and then 35% of the ETH will go to stakers as dividends. All right. We're chilling it out there. 4 minutes to go. Just chilling it with the homies. Chilling it with the homies. Is that Will Smith? No, it's not Will Smith. All right. I've had my milk and cookies. There we are. All right. Yeah, so the launch at the moment, obviously we've got the airdrop, but the launch itself is on hold as the team focuses on strategy, product development, and the rest marketing and the rest of it. The mining is ended, so that's finished. Staking is obviously full go, so you can still do all your staking you like, and of course the auctions are still running day after day. So really down to these two. So we look forward to some new product development as well. That's going to be pretty important. Probably have a refresh probably of this portal as well. Expecting that at some stage. Get a new look portal when they do Axion version 3. That'd be pretty nice to have those running together, or at least within a short space of time from each other. 3 minutes to go. Let's have a look at Discord, see what's happening. No, we're all good. Brown, that's so funny. Troll, I love it. Troll in the dungeon. All right. Actually, I probably should be cool to see a cool movie. Might have to think about a movie. Have to have a movie night. All our stuff's shut down because they locked everything out. It's just they've locked everything down, and you can't go anywhere for anything at the moment. So we are locked down. Fortunately, we have the internet. Imagine if you didn't have the internet, we'd have to be Yeah, because we don't have pianos these days. You know, back in the day, people had pianos in houses, I guess, and in the radio, they listen to the radio. Imagine going back to that. That's what people were used to. That's what they were used to, but people are not used to that now. People are used to the internet, the World Wide Web. So yeah, I remember my grandmother telling me all about World War One and World War Two and all that sort of stuff. And she said the first time she ever, she had to go, her mother sent her down to answer the telephone down at the store. There was no telephones in houses, and it was the only telephone was at the store down on the main road. And so she had to go there and wait to be rung or something. And she went down there, and she was a young girl, and the phone rang, and she said she answered it, and someone talked to the other side, and she said she something screamed or something, and ran all the way home or something like that. So it was pretty hilarious. Just we don't think about that from our point of view. We're so used to technology, but back then, of course, they weren't. Pretty interesting. Pretty good story there. Right, so 1 minute to go. And we have got another, let's do a refresh here, see how we're getting on. So this is the opening sniping hour, we're just wrapping it up. And of course, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to catch me tomorrow. And we'll be covering the end of this auction and the start of tomorrow's auction. Let's actually have a look. I hope you guys are having a good time for sure, and we're just going to be patient here, probably for the next week or two as we see things unfold. Pullen did say they've got some good stuff coming up in the line, and we'll watch out for that. Let's have a quick look. I'm just going to connect here, see what we've got coming up tomorrow as well. Let's scroll it down. So tomorrow is a regular auction, but it will have the same unified auction rules with a 7% discount. And then we've got the mega VCA, which is looking truly mega at the moment. Anything that's not sold in here will roll over into this one. And then I believe that next week that will not happen. So we'll have 375 million Axion, I understand it, per day next week under the unified auction rules. And that would be the second week of testing, really, for that. So that's my understanding at the moment on that one. Very cool. All right. John Acker says, cheers, Superman. Hey, pleasure, John. We'll catch you tomorrow. And cheerio, says Prana. And cheers, says Triple Dutch. So take care, everybody out there. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. And thanks for watching. And I'll catch you tomorrow. See you in Discord, of course. I'll be there too. All right. Ciao.